Hey everybody. Today I'm going to talk about a trading day recap that I had in CL on June 18th. This is the regular hours chart. CL does close at 1:30 Central Time, and I think it's important. I know the chart looks a little busy, but I think it's important to show all the executions. And well, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I was waiting for after this breakout that we had in the morning was to see how the hourly candle will close, and I have it measured here. The entire range of the hourly candle, find out if we're going to see a continued break or not. And once we get this pullback that closes above, I'm fairly confident in taking the break. So I decided to take a position. I added 2 contracts in this candle, and I was looking for a minimum 2-to-1 risk to reward. So the stop would be a close below this pullback bar. My averages would be somewhere around here. So I was looking for 80, 88. Obviously, as we can see how it shaped up, I didn't quite get there. And I'm going to delete this part so we can. Well, if I can grab it. There we go. And I'm talking about my other executions as well. So with this pullback bar that I see, this is bar 20. It did not close below my risk, even though it looked scary at the time. So I decided to add more, and I sold my original average. So I was back in with 2 contracts, and I still was unable to get my target. So eventually I was stopped out, and the stop in this case, it netted on 4 contracts, because I added again, ended up being 68 ticks. And for reference, every tick per contract on CL is $10, so $680. It's okay, because another lesson in this video is going to be about sticking to your strategy, sticking to what you know works. And I'm okay with being wrong, as a trader, as all traders are, or you should be. It's okay to be wrong. You just got to stick with what you know and what will work over time, right? Something else I like to do is box out these ranges that we have, and then when I have this box on here, you can kind of see why I took another long again down here. And this was on 4 contracts again, and this ends up being a let me do the math, 52 tick loss. So we had 68 to that, it's 120. So now we're down $1,200. So then at this point I decided, okay, maybe, just maybe, we are going to have to wait to find support. Maybe this is 1, pullback 2, pullback 3. So we have 3 legs, which create a wedge. If you've seen my other videos talking about Albrook's and wedges, 3 legs always create a wedge. So you would expect some sort of 2-leg pullback. And at this point, I decided to wait for that sequence to complete. And we end up finding support at the middle of the hourly bar, the opening hourly bar. So what I decided to do was, at the completion of this 3rd leg, which doji bars are considered pullback bars, so this should mark the completion, with a stop below 80.02, so 80.01 or 80 even, either one is fine. I took another long, and then when we got this reaction, I was going to wait for the next pullback to add again, and so I added my position long, and I think my average at this time was, we'll call it 80.10 just to be safe, because the original entry was 80.09 and the ad was 80.10, so we'll call it 80.10. Stop is still in the same place, and at this time I get an upside breakout, and my first scale is going to be 80.40, and the reason for that is because this is the top of this bar 7, and I figured that we would probably, so the top of bar 7 is also the bottom of bar 28, the breakout bar. I figured we would try to test that. It's also the lower high up here, bar 32, kind of hard to see. I'm going to get rid of some of these executions so it's not so busy. I mean, you guys can see what happened. Just clean it up. So we ended up taking some profit at this lower high at 80.40, and at that point I had 3 contracts left, and I'm holding. My next scale ended up being 80.64, which we got. CL closes at 1:30 Central Time, if anybody didn't know, and we got a spike into the close. So I closed or scaled one of my contracts at 80.64, then I went ahead and scaled one at the high of day, which is at 80.74 at the time. And then I had one runner left, and I was hoping to get up to 81. It didn't happen, and I decided to close it. I don't remember exactly where, but let's see, at 80.65. And if you add all that together, it ends up being 199 ticks. So that one trade erased essentially 3 losing trades. Or right, let me double count. So 1, this is all 1 and 2. So it erased 2 losing trades with quite a bit to spare. Because in total it ended up being a 79 tick profit, $790. And that is essentially, to me, right, what taking those 2-to-1, 3-to-1 risk rewards are. Because I know over time that these trades, yeah, you're going to lose, they happen. But I know over time that if I stick to what I know, I have a positive expectancy. And I was able to execute well, I think, and hold my runners. Sometimes you get a little bit of luck, right? We could have easily spiked down to the close, and I would have got stop break even. That happens. We just happen to spike the other way. So yeah, a little bit of luck, but I'm happy with today, and I hope you guys find this video valuable. And I'll see you guys next week.